Thailand exposed me. I left for Thailand thinking that I needed more time, but actually I needed less. I'm going to share with you what Southeast Asia has taught me about my time, my energy, and building a business that actually feels good. The first thing that I've learned is that you don't need 10 hours a day to build a business. Especially last year, I was on a big trip where I was traveling every single week, and my business was still growing throughout that entire time. You can build your dream income whilst still living, and travel really does help you understand how you can still work within constraints. The truth is that with less time, you have more focus. What I'm referring to here is something called Parkinson's Law, and this is something that I've definitely learned firsthand. Parkinson's Law is the idea that work expands to fill the time available. So back when I was in the UK, I would work all day because there was nothing else to do. I had no constraints, and it was the only thing I was doing. But what I found when I came out here to Thailand is that I was able to get so much done. I was able to get the same amount of work done as I would do in the UK in probably about half the time. If you bring yourself back to when you're at school and you have a deadline for your homework, this is exactly the same principle if you were that person where you would wait until the deadline and get it done a day or two just before the deadline. Or if you're like me, maybe you're even getting it done on the same day as the deadline. So yes, at the start, when you are scaling your business, it is a grind. You are putting in lots of work. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that this is just going to be a walk in the park. However, if you have constraints on your time, you are able to be so much more precise with your focus, your attention, and where your workload is directed. So yes, you don't need to fly across the world to understand that and learn the lesson that I've learned, but you just need to be more conscious with your time, set boundaries for yourself, set deadlines, and you're going to be so much more productive with your work. It doesn't sound like the fancy stuff, but these are the things that really, really work. Start focusing your attention, be more productive with your time, and it's going to make everything so much easier for you. Thailand also exposed my belief that location doesn't matter. Your energy is the most important thing if you're looking to grow your business and have a big impact. So there's some places that are going to drain you. There's some people that are going to drain you, and you need to be aware of that and realize that most of these things are actually in your control. Whether it's some clients even, or some of your team members, or just a routine that you're in. You need to protect your environment at all costs, because if you're really going to look to grow your business, you need to make sure your energy is high. So yes, obviously Thailand is great. However, you don't necessarily need to be coming to Southeast Asia to realize this and improve your environment. It's not necessarily just about the country that you're in. It's about the people around you. It's about what's taking away from your energy right now. You need to think about that and realize, actually, is there something I can do about this? And if there is, you need to take action on it, because if you're not operating from a place of abundance on a day-to-day basis, it's going to make it very difficult for you to progress. And the last thing that my travels have exposed in my own mindset is the power of making bold decisions. You are one bold decision from completely changing your life. Whether it is booking your flight to halfway across the world, or if it's starting your YouTube channel, whatever it might be, if you know there's something in your life right now that you need to take action on, you need to be bold, you need to make it happen, because the future you is going to thank you for it. You already know the decision, you just haven't made it yet. And transparently, for me, it's exactly the same thing. I knew that this YouTube was something that I wanted to get started on, as I've talked about in my last couple of videos, and I'm leaving here, Thailand, tomorrow, so I've come up to the roof and made it happen. So no more excuses, and I want you to do exactly the same thing. If there's something you know you need to start right now, just realize, yes, you might not be perfect at it, but you need to kickstart that momentum, start learning from mistakes, building momentum, and that's how you're going to get to where you want to be. So if this hit home for you, it's not by accident. You know exactly what you need to be doing. Start doing the thing that you've been putting off. Your dream life is going to form from you making bolder moves. So if you're ready to stop waiting and start actually building freedom on your own terms, then hit the subscribe and let's level up together. I'll see you in the next one.